सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सुखं नित्यं स्वप्रकाशं व्यापकं नामरूपयोः अधिष्ठानं बुद्ध्यबोध्यं बुद्धिर्दृग्यस्तु निर्मलम् अपारं सर्ववेदान्त वेद्यं प्रत्यक्परं महः तदेवाहं न मत्तोऽन्यते इति मे निश्चितामतिः। Page 60, first paragraph in the middle, 7th line. सा च स्मृतिरनुभूतविषयिणी सा च स्मृतिरननुभूतविषयिणी न स्यात् अतः सुषुप्तौ सुखाज्ञानयोः अपरोक्षज्ञानम् अभ्युपगन्तव्यम् सुषुप्तौ तद्विषयकं ज्ञानम् नैवान्तःकरणे इन्द्रियैश्चैव आन्तःकरणे इन्द्रियैश्च जायते तदान्तःकरणस्य इन्द्रियाणां च सर्वेषां कारणे प्रलीनानाम् अभावात् तस्मात् सुषुप्तौ सुखज्ञानयोः अवभासकं ज्ञानम् स्वयं प्रकाशात्म स्वरूप चैतन्यमेव प्रकाशः ज्ञानम् चैतन्यमित्यनर्थान्तरम्। Nischalādasa, now he is discussing about the fifth factor required for adhyasa. The fifth factor is Atma Ajnanam. Atma Ajnanam is one of the factors where we superimpose Anatma upon Atma. That is called Adhyasa. Superimposing Anatma upon Atma is called Adhyasa. Atma Ajnanam is the cause for Adhyasa. Purapakshi is asking, how is it possible? Atma happens to be self-luminous, self-evident. How can that Atma can be, or that Atma, Adhyasa, how can it happens in Atma when it is self-luminous, Prakasha Swarupa? It is not possible. Therefore, now Suresh Nischal is answering for that objection. We can just look into the whole paragraph. That what he said is, when person is sleeping, at that time, even though sense organs are not active, mind is not active, but there is anubhava, sukha anubhava and ajnana anubhava is taking place in sushupti. Sushupti, that sukha anubhava, close the windows. He says, Swarupa prakashaha ajnana virodhi bhaved tada sushuptau swayam prakashatma atmani na ajnanam upalabhyate lubhyeta. Acharya is asking him, the Purvapakshi. We have to understand here, just as the light and darkness both are virodhi, means opposite to each other. Light is there, darkness cannot be there. Darkness is there, light cannot be there. Like that, here Atma is Chaitanya Swarupa. It represents light. Ajnanam represents darkness. Because in Ajnanam you don't know anything. Ignorance is that where you cannot know anything, that is called ignorance regarding so and so subject. So Atma is compared to the light, ignorance is compared to darkness. Darkness and ignorance are same, and light and Chaitanyam, Prakasha Rupa Atma, we have to go along with that example. Just as light and darkness cannot coexist, how Chaitanya Rupa, Prakasha Rupa Atma, Andhakara Rupa Ajnanam can coexist? How is it possible? Atma Ajnanam is the cause for Adhyasa, you are telling. How Atma, Chaitanyam, Prakasha Rupam and Ajnanam can coexist? How is it possible? For that, Acharya gives the Sushupti example. Look at the Sushupti, deep sleep. You are ignorant. I slept well. Sukha Anubhava is there. Experience of Sukham is there. And you are telling, I don't know. I did not experience anything in the sleep. Ignorance is there. Aham Sukham Asvapsam, first experience in sleep. Gadha Nidra. And second experience is what? I did not know anything. That ignorance is there. Ignorance represents, ignorance means Ajnanam. That's what he is describing, very important portion. That's why deliberately I am repeating this. Apitu gadham suptothitaha. After waking up, supta uttitaha means after waking up from the sleep, from deep sleep. What we say, sukham asvapsam. I slept well. That is Sukhanubhava. Sukhanubhava is there. Na kinchid avedisham. I did not know anything. Iti sushuptau swanubhava siddham ajnanam paramrishati. Person is paramrishati means the waker. After waking up, he recalls that his anubhava, what he experienced in the sleep, paramrishati. He recollects. All of us recollect after waking up. Paramārthananda means recollects. What he recollects? Swa-anubhava siddham. His own experience. Yesterday night, I slept well. I did not know anything. Swa-anubhava siddham ajnanam. Here ajnanam is very important for us. Sukham, asvapsam, also experience is there, but I did not know anything is very important for us. Ajnanam sushuptau. Paramārthananda, he recollects. When you recollect anything, when you collect something only, you recollect. Without collecting, you cannot recollect. Clear? So you have collected that experience in yesterday's night deep sleep. So that experience taken place in Karana Shariram. Karana Shariram, that experience has taken place, that Karana Vritti. Karana Sharire Vritti Rupena, it is registered. Once it is registered, Sushuptya Anubhavasya Vishayaha Sukham Ajnanam cha. What is the Sushuptya Anubhava Vishayam? What you have experienced in the sleep yesterday? Sukham and Ajnanam. I slept well and I did not know anything. These are the two experiences. Then another two lines is very technical. Suptothitasya, once you wake up. What is that avastha once you wake up? Jagrad avastha. That's why Jagrad dashayam. Once you wake up. Jayamanam idam sukham ajnana vishayakam. Jayamanam. What thought comes in your mind? What thought comes? Idam. This is the thought comes. Sukham ajnana vishayakam. I enjoyed my sleep and I did not know anything. This is the vishaya you recollect. Vishayakam, ajnanam. But this jnanam, after waking up, the recollection of yesterday's sleep, that sukha in the sleep, I did not know anything, ajnanam in the sleep, both this jnanam, when it comes in sleep or waking, after waking only it comes. That's why it is called jnanam. What jnanam? Nidra ajnanam and nidra sukham. Nidra sukha, nidra ajnana jnanam. That is called jnanam. Na pratyaksham. Is that pratyaksham? Is it direct? Now you are in waking state. You are only recollecting, not having that sunidra sukham now. Now lot of sounds, lot of sweating, lot of all other disturbances are there. Now sukham is not there. That sukham is not pratyaksham now. That ajnanam is also not pratyaksham. That's why he says na pratyaksham. Then what? Aparoksha vishayakam hi jnanam pratyaksham ityuchyate. What is pratyaksham? He gives a definition of pratyaksham. Aparoksha vishayakam, when it is direct experience. Where there is direct experience, aparoksha means direct. Vishayakam, that object, that sukham, that ajnanam, now I am not experiencing. In sleep only I experienced, but now it is not there. That's why it is not pratyaksham. Now recollection is not pratyaksham. What is pratyaksham means? Whenever I see directly, it is called pratyaksham. If I see this clip, this is called pratyakshanubhava, aparoksham. It is not paroksham, but aparoksham. That is called pratyakshanubhava. Suppose you go home and recollect this clip. Swamini has showed that clip color, you recollect. That is pratyaksham, not pratyaksham, but is smriti. Like that in sleep also, whatever we have experienced, now we are recollecting, it is not pratyaksham. Pratyaksham is direct experience. Jnana means experience. Pratyaksham iti uchyate. That jnanam, direct experience alone, is called pratyaksham, we call it. So, Jagrat Kale Saushukti, Saushukta Sukhasya Tad Ajnanasya. When you have woken up, Jagrat Kale, sleep, Saushukta Sukham, Nidra Sukham, and Tad Ajnanam. Nidra Sukha Anantaram, you said, I did not know anything. Ajnanam Cha Abhavat Tad Ubhaya Vishayakam Jagrat Kalinam Jnanam Na Pratyaksham. Tad Ajnanasya Idanim Abhavat. Those two are not there. Cha Abhava is there. Cha plus Abhava. Abhava means what? Absence of Nidra Sukham. Now, do you have Nidra Sukham in the class? So, Abhavat. That Ajnanam is there. Nidrana Ajnanam, ignorance was there. Do you have now? Now you are seeing with your eyes and hearing also. So, Abhavat. Abhavat, Ubhaya Vishayakam. What are those two Vishayams, experiences? Sukham Asvapsam Nakinchid Avedisham. Ubhaya Vishayakam Jagrat Kalinam Jnanam. Now in Jagrata Avastha, that knowledge, I slept well, I did not know anything, that Jnanam Na Pratyaksham. It is not available now. Are you following? Very simple. This is our practical experience. Pratyaksham Na Pratyaksham. Kintu, what is it is? It is not Pratyaksham. Smritihi. It is only remembrance. Smritihi. Sa cha smritihi ananubhuta vishayani nasyat. Smriti can never come with regard to an unexperienced or non-experienced object. Once you are recollecting means you have collected previously because of some experience. Otherwise you cannot remember anything. Whatever you have seen previously, whatever you have heard, you remember. Can you remember anything what you have not seen, what you have not heard? That's what he says. Sa cha smritihi, that smriti, remembrance. Ananubhuta vishayani na. Anubhuta vishaya means experience. Na anubhuta ananubhuta, which is not experienced vishayam, is not. Smriti is not a non-experienced remembrance. Smriti ennale already experienced. It is not non-experienced. Ataha, therefore, saushuptau sukha ajnanayoho aparoksha jnanam jnanayoho paroksha jnanam abhyupagantavyam. Therefore, we have to come to conclusion, confirm that what? Sushuptau, in deep sleep, sukham and ajnana, both are experiences where there you have to confirm now. While Jagrata Avastha, all of us are experiencing or not? Some people do not know where rain came also. Full of rain, lot of thunder and minnal, all heady and all. And after waking up, yesterday rain came, I do not know. I didn't hear any sound, ajnana. So I did not know anything. Adikata Gadha Nidra. Gadha Nidra is not there, you hear the sound. Therefore, ajnanam. Ubayoho abhyupagantavyam means we have to accept, confirm that there was a recollection, therefore I am recollecting now. Clear? That experience is not there, I cannot remember now. since I am remembering now, there must be an experience in the sleep. Sushuptau tad vishayakam jnanam. Tad vishayakam jnanam means that anubhava and ignorance, both. Naiva antakaranena indriyaischa jayate. That experience you have got in sleep, is it because of sense organs? Sense organs perception, that sukham, I have seen, experienced. Mind experienced that sukham. Mind is not functioning in sleep. Mind also comes and indriya only. Antakaranam. See, antakaranam, mind. Indriyaischa. Indriyas are not having any function at that time, in deep sleep. Na jayate. That is not born out of. Naiva is there. Na eva. Antakaranena indriyaischa na jayate. Then how it has happened? Tada antakaranasya indriyanam na sarvesham karan. So at that time, antakaranam and indriyas, all of them, sarvesham, for all people, karane pralinanam, all of our sense organs, subtle body, sense organs, mind, intellect, everything dissolve into karane sharire. Karane means karana sharire or mula vidya. Pralinanam, all of them have, not for one person, for every person in deep sleep, sense organs, mind and intellect, all of them dissolve into karana shariram, mula vidya. Pralinanam abhavad, since they have merged into, dissolved into that, therefore they are not available. Antakaranam is not available. Indriyas are also not available. Tasmat, therefore, sushuptau, in deep sleep, sukha ajnanayoho avabhasakam jnanam. Sushuptau, in sleep, sukha, that joy in the sleep. That's why every one of us love to go to sleep. That ananda you enjoy in sleep, sukha and ajnana, not knowing anything. Thank God. That's why I am happily sleeping. If I remember water problem, electricity problem, this problem and all, how can I sleep? Thank God, they let there be an ignorance in the sleep. Ajnana yoho avabhasakam jnanam. Avabhasakam means experience. Experience of that knowledge. Swayam prakashatma swarupa chaitanyameva. That jnanam is nothing but where it is happening, that sakshi chaitanyam. Sakshi chaitanyam illumining that. Karana shariram, when they are all dissolved, that sukham asvapsam, and I did not know anything. Who is illumining? Swarupa Chaitanyam. Because the mind is not functioning, sense are not, organs are not there. But after waking up, I experienced, you are telling. How you have experienced in the sleep? When mind, intellect, sense organs are not functioning, how you have experienced in even though they have merged into Karana Shariram, there I, the consciousness, Chaitanyam, Atma Swarupam, is there Sakshi Rupena. I have illumined that, then they remain in the Karana Shariram. Karana Vritti. Karana Sharira Vritti Rupena, it is there in the mind, but that awareness is not there to talk when in the sleep. In the sleep, I am not aware of anything. Therefore, I cannot say I am enjoying sleep. I have ajnanam. At that time, I cannot talk. When can I talk? After waking up. That's what he says. Swayam Prakashatma Swarupa Chaitanyameva. That Jnanam is nothing but Sakshi Chaitanyam, Atma Chaitanyam. What is its nature? Prakashaha. It is of the nature of the light. It is light-like. Light by Prakashaha. Light is that in whose presence things are known. And the Sukham and Ajnanam in the sleep is illumined by Atma Chaitanya. That's why Prakashaha. Then Jnanam. Jnanam means Swarupa Jnanam. That is pure Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. That Jnanam is this Swarupa Jnanam. Consciousness. Chaitanyam iti Anarthantaram. These are all synonyms. Anarthantaram means synonyms. Paryaya Padani. Prakashaha, Jnanam, Chaitanyam, all are synonyms. They are not different names. Anarthantaram means synonyms. Up here we saw in the last class. Now the next portion we will read. This paragraph also, middle paragraph also, just again consolidating, he is restating the previous statements only. Further clarity you will get. Itham sushuptau Swayam Prakasha Swarupe Atmani Bhasamane eva Tasmin Swarupa Sukham Ajnanam Cha Tasmin Swarupa Sukham Ajnanam Cha Pratiyate Yadyatmanaha Swarupa Prakashaha eva Sakshat Ajnana Virodhi Syat Tarhi Ajnanameva Sushuptam Nanubhuyeta Sushuptavatma Swayam Prakasha Swarupaha Evaste Tatha api Atmanaha Swarupa Prakashaha Na Ajnana Virodhi Bhavati Prachuta Atmanaha Swarupa Prakashaha Sarvadhishthānatvat Ajñānasyapi Sattā Spurti Pradatvena Sadhakam eva bhavati. Itham sushuptau. Itha means in this manner, in deep sleep, Swayam Prakasha Swarupe Atmani. Swayam Prakasha means self-luminous, self-evident. Atma Swarupe, in that Atman, Bhasamani eva, by illumining only, eva, tasmin sukharupa swarupa sukham ajnanancha pratiyate. That sukham, nidra sukham and ajnanam, both of them are evident in sleep because of Atma Chaitanyam, because it is self-luminous. Atma Chaitanyam only. Suppose you say, Purapakshi is asking, how can Ajnanam and Atma Chaitanyam coexist in the sleep? Because Atma Chaitanyam is Prakasha Rupam, Ajnanam is like darkness. How they can coexist in sleep? Then Acharya is asking him, suppose, O Purapakshi, as you think Ajnanam and Atma Chaitanyam, Prakasha Swarum, both are not coexisting, they are virodhi, they are inimical each other, like light and darkness. He is taking light means this light. He is not knowing two types of lights are there. Chaitanya Rupa Prakashaha, Jnana Rupa Prakashaha. Two types of lights are there. Lights like Chaitanya Rupa Prakashaha, light number 1. Jnana Prakasha Rupa light is light number 2. That he is going to explain later. Now we are seeing first light. What is that first light? Atma Chaitanya. Suppose you say Ajnanam and sleep, Ajnanam and Atma Chaitanyam Prakasha Rupam both are virodhi. What will happen when you go to sleep? Ajnanam is there, Atma cannot be there. Because it is a Prakasha Rupam. As you think, O Purapakshi, Atma and Chaitanya Prakasha Rupa Atma, Ajnanam, both are virodhis. Ajnanam is there in sleep, but there is no Atma. Since Ajnanam is evident because of Atma only. If Atma is not there, how can you say after waking up, I did not know anything? Somebody must be there to know that, to witness that ignorance. If Atma is not there, after waking up early morning, how can you remember? How can you recollect? I did not know anything yesterday night. Somebody might have registered yesterday night. This is very, very practical thing every day we are experiencing. நமக்கு என்னமோ புதுசா தோன்றது இல்லையா? When Ajnanam, Atma both are not there, you cannot talk about ignorance of deep sleep. In deep sleep, that ignorance is there in deep sleep. I did not know anything. Who will know? If Atma is not there, who will know? Who will talk about tomorrow, next day morning, Jagrata Avastha time? You cannot talk. If Atma is not illumining the Ajnana, if it is a virodhi, Atma will go away. How can you recollect in the morning? Who will register? Understand? Therefore, you think about your sleep and your that ignorance in the sleep. You look into the line. Yadyapi Atmanaha Swarupa Prakashaha eva Sakshad Ajnana Virodhi Syat Tarhi. If you say Atma, Swarupa Prakasha Atma and Ajnana, Sakshat, direct Ajnana Virodhi Syat, if both are inimical, Ajnana Virinda Atma irukkodadu. If Atma is there, Ajnana should not be there. Syat Tarhi, then what will happen? Ajnanameva sushuptau na anubhuyeta. You cannot experience the Ajnanam in deep sleep. To experience, you require Atma Chaitanya, because sense organs are not functioning, mind is not functioning. Who is experiencing that Ajnanam in sleep without Atma? So Atma must be there. If Atma is not there, if it is virodhi, na anubhuyeta. Kim na anubhuyeta? Ajnanam. That ignorance we would have not experienced in sleep. You would have not experienced in sleep, and you cannot remember also after waking up. Correct? What you have collected there, Ajnanam, that only you are remembering now after waking up. Is it not? Without collecting, without experiencing, how can you remember? Na anubhuyeta. We would have not experienced our ignorance in the sleep. What ignorance? எனக்கு ஒன்றுமே தெரியலை. அந்த ஒன்றுமே தெரியலைங்கிறது அஜ்ஞானம். அந்த ஒன்றுமே தெரியலைங்கிறது யாருக்கு தெரியும்? சென்ஸ் ஆர்கான்ஸ்க்கு தெரியாது, மைண்டுக்கு தெரியாது. அங்கே யாரோ இருந்திருக்கணும். அபிபகந்தவ்யம். வாட் இஸ் தட்? ஆத்மா. That is why Atma and Ajnanam both are not inimical. Don't compare this light and darkness. Our Atma is Swayam Prakasha. Atma and ignorance both happily coexist. If they are not coexisting there in sleep, you would have not recollected. Because you have not collected ignorance, you cannot recollect also. Clear? Therefore, na anubhuyeta. Sushuptau Atma Swayam Prakasha Swarupa Eva Aste. Therefore, you have to accept what? In deep sleep, Sushuptau, there is self-luminous consciousness is there. Aste. It is there. Aste. That Eva also important. Because sense organs out, mind out, intellect out, gross body out. Atma eva aste. What type of Atma? Swayam Prakasha Rupa Atma eva. Swayam Prakasha Swarupa Atma eva Sushuptau aste. Tatha api Atmanaha Swarupa Prakashaha na Ajnana Virodhi Bhavati. Tatha. In this manner, you have to understand what? Atmanaha. Atma for Atma. Swarupa Prakashaha Atmanaha Ajnanam na Virodhi. Ignorance is there. Ignorance is there. But why you are not very difficult for us in waking state? Anatma Ajnanam, Anatma Jnanam is covering our Atma Ajnanam. In waking state, we are all so busy. Either with cell phone or newspaper or computer or TV. Therefore, what we are doing every day, morning onwards, I want to know what are all happening where in India, where are all water rain is more, where is rain is not there, where water problem is there, because we want to know so many things. Anatma, Ajnanam is there. We have lot of ignorances about so many things. That's why everybody is rushing to know this or that. Is it not? Either you are interested in reading newspaper or you are interested in knowing through TV or some other. Everyone is struggling to know something. And the Ajnanam they want to remove. Let me know. Because we are all busy. We are not knowing we have Atma Ajnanam. We are working for Anatma Ajnanam. Ayyo, I don't want to remain as ignorant. Let me know this. Let me study this. Let me understand this. We are all going outwards. That is why in Jagrata Avastha, we are not able to recognize this. Therefore, Shastra is talking about Sushupti. What is happening there? You don't have any problem there. I don't know physics, I don't know music, I don't know dance, I don't know this, I don't know that. No problem in sleep. Hi, nimmadi thungaram. That is why their Atma Swarupam is evident. Because we are preoccupied here, Atma Swarupam, Jnanam is not evident here. Therefore, Shastra is telling, I will take you to sleep and I will explain about sleep. Then you understand. That is Atma. Swayam Jyoti Brahmanam, Brahmananda Upanishad, these are all explained. We saw that text long ago. bhavati. Pratyuta. Pratyuta means on the other hand, Atmanaha Swarupa Prakashaha. This Atma Swarupam is, what type of Prakasham it is? Sarvadhishthānatvad Ajñānasyapi. This is very important. It is Adhishthanam for Ajñānam. Ajñānam is resting in Atma Chaitanyam, that is supported by Atma Chaitanyam. Adhishthanatvad Ajñānasya api. Ajñāna means Moola Vidya. Moola Vidya, Maya, all are synonyms. Even Ajñānam is evident because of consciousness. That you will get more clarity in the next paragraph. He introduces now. Ajñānasya api sarva adhishthanatvad atmanaha. Sarva Atma is Swarupam, Swarupa Prakashams. Swarupa Prakashaha Atma sarva adhishthanam. It is the supporter, it is the substratum where Ajñānam is also resting. Ajñānasya api. How Atma is illumining the ignorance? Because by lending existence to Ajñānam, by lending consciousness to Ajñānam. Spurti means Chaitanyam. Satta means existence, Sat. Spurti means Chit. Sat, Chit, Dhanam. It is doing. Pradani, Pradatvena means Atma Chaitanyam alone is giving existence to ignorance, and Spurti Chit also to ignorance. Both are given by Atma only. Therefore, sadhakam eva bhavati. Therefore, it is useful only. Sadhakam eva bhavati. It is not inimical, but on the other hand, it is friendly. Pratyuta means on the other hand, don't say it is inimical, it is friendly. Who is friendly? Atma Chaitanyam is friendly with ignorance. I'll give you an example. Suppose you have some Japanese language. None of you know Japanese language, I think so. You have Japanese language ignorance. You do not know what is Japanese language. You don't know the script. You don't know how to speak. You don't understand also. That ignorance you have, Japanese language ignorance. You know that you don't know Japanese language. You know that you don't know Japanese language. What do you say? The statement, I do not know the Japanese language. எனக்கு Japanese language தெரியாது. தெரியாதுங்கிறது தெரியும். I know that I don't know. So I don't know is known to whom? To me. I know. How do I know? Japanese language is there. I have learned that existence to Japanese language. Then what I say? I have Japanese language ignorance. I am conscious of the ignorance of Japanese language. First you should know there is Japanese language. You should know, otherwise you cannot use Japanese language word. There is one language, Western language. It is known as Japanese language. Who gave existence to Japanese language now? I myself. There is a Japanese language. So easiness I gave to Japanese language, satta. Then I don't know Japanese language. I am conscious of that I don't know. The spurti, that is called chit. I have jnanam of the ajnanam of Japanese language. So ajnanamlo the jnanam irka illaya? And the jnanam is spurti, chit. I know that I don't know. Anga no anangaradhu irka illaya? So I give satta, I give spurti to that. Similarly, ajnanam, atma ajnanam also like that only. Any ajnanam. I have self-ignorance. There is a self. Self-ignorance is also there. So I am ignorant of self. I know that I don't know self. So you have to think. These are all are technical portions, but worth to contemplate. Sadhakam eva bhavati. That means friendly only. If Atma Chaitanyam, I the consciousness, am not there, I do not know anything. I do not know that I do not know. எனக்கு தெரியாதனே தெரியாது. எனக்கு தெரியாதுன்னு தெரியணும்னா நான் கான்ஷியஸாக இருக்கணுமா அன்கான்ஷியஸா? கான்ஷியஸ் பீ. எனக்கு தெரியாதுங்கிறது அஜ்ஞானம். எனக்கு தெரியாதுங்கிறது தெரியுமாங்கிறது ஞானம். தெரியாதுங்கிறது அஜ்ஞானம். தெரியுமாங்கிறது கூட அஜ்ஞானம்னு சொல்ல மாட்டோம். எனக்கு தெரியும் அங்கிறது I know that I don't know. So I don't know who is giving adhisthana. Me. I am conscious of my ignorance. That is, conscious of ignorance means there is ignorance. There is ignorance. I know there is ignorance. Rendu irukano. There is ignorance. I know there is ignorance. Rendu tani tani. There is ignorance is called satta. I know there is ignorance is spurti. Okay. Next paragraph. Etadeva abhipretya uktam vedanteshu samanya rupam swarupa chaitanyam na ajnana virodhi kintu upadhyabhivyakta visheshatmakam chaitanyam ajnana virodhi iti ajnana virodhi iti sarvatra vyapya vartamanam akhanda chaitanyam samanyam antakarna vrityaruಢa chaitanyam visheshatmakamiti vivekah aranyam vyapya वर्तमानः अग्निः सामान्यः सः अनभिव्यक्तत्वात् न अंधकार विरोधी सः एव काष्ठमथनेन उद्भूतरूप अभिव्यक्तः दीपवत् इत्यारोपितः विशेषात्मकः सन् अंधकार विरोधी भवति. He gives the example. First I'll explain the example. In the forest, in the Ooty and all, you see Kodaikanal and all, in summer the trees rub each other. Fire comes. Once they are not rubbing, fire won't come. So fire is there or not. In the trees there is a fire. If fire is not there, how fire can come when they rub each other? But the fire is in unmanifest form. Because of their rubbing each other, because of that friction, the unmanifest fire gets manifest. And it manifests and it burns that tree also. Where from it is born? It destroys. So, Udbhutam Agnihi, Anudbhuta Agnihi. He gives the name, that fire which he has not yet manifest is called Samanya Agni. It is called Samanya Agni. And the forest fire, when it happens there, lot of time they cannot even stop for few days. At that time, the prakasha, you can see lot of prakasha. That Agni is called Vishesha Agni. That is called Vishesha Agni. When before that friction of the trees, forest fire going to take place, Agni was in Samanya Agni, unmanifest form. Afterwards, Vishesha Agni. Like that, look into the example first. Then we will go to Dashtanta. Aranyam, fourth line, example. Aranyam. Vartamanaha Agnihi. Vyapya, in all trees, Agni is there. What Agni is? Samanya Agni. In every tree, Agni is there. Samanyaha, general fire. It is called general fire. Saha anabhivyaktatvat, because it has not yet manifested. Abhivyakti means manifesting. Na abhivyakti means not manifesting. Na abhivyakti, anabhivyakti. Because of that reason, it is called Samanya Agnihi. Can that fire destroy this andhakara? Suppose in the forest there is a darkness. Forest, a lot of darkness is there. Can that fire which is Samanya Agni, which has not yet manifested, can it destroy the darkness of that forest? It cannot destroy the darkness of the forest. What fire can destroy the darkness of the forest? He says, Aranyam Saha Eva, the same fire which was in unmanifest form in the trees, Kashta Mathanena, when they rub each other, Mathana means rubbing each other because of friction, Mathanena, Kashta Mathanena, Udbhuta Rupa, once it manifests, Udbhuta means risen, born, Abhivyaktaha, it appears. Deepavat, like a light. Deepavat, it is like a light only. Alata madri theriyum in the forest. Have you seen that? At least photo, TV la paathirpen. Lot of light, blazing light it comes. Deepavat, as though it is Deepam. Deepavat iti aropitaha, it pervades everywhere. Visheshatmakaha, that is not Samanya Agni, that is a specific Agni born out of friction. Visheshaha. Visheshatmakaha, it is born out of Mathanam, Arani Mathanam. Visheshatmakaha sun, once it becomes bright, it is like a light, then it becomes Virodhi of whom? Andhakara. Andhakarasya virodhi bhavati. Bhavati va na va? Example, it becomes an enemy to darkness. Enemy to darkness and another darkness goes away. Enemy friendly and friend and நான் இருக்கும்போது அவர் இருப்பார். enemy என்ன நான் வந்து அவர் போயிடுவார், அவர் வந்தா நான் போயிடுவேன். அதுதான் enemy என்ன, விரோதி என்ன அதுதான். So once light comes, darkness goes away. Previously, before their friction, before the light used to come, Samanya Agni irkumbodhu, darkness happily is there. Understand? Now go to the first line. Etadeva abhipretya uktam. Etad eva. Keeping this in the mind, this alone, abhipretya, Vedanteshu uktam. It is said in Vedānta. All our scriptures, Vedanteshu uktam. Kim uktam? Samanya rupam swarupa chaitanyam. Samanya chaitanyam na ajnana virodhi. In deep sleep, Samanya chaitanyam is there. No Vishesha chaitanyam. That is why it is not ajnana virodhi. Now we have to see the example. Samanya Agnivat, in deep sleep, Samanya Swarupa Chaitanyam is there. When you wake up, Madhana Agnivat, Vishesha Chaitanyam is there. That is why Vishesha Jnanam comes in the waking state. You say, I know this, I know this, I know this, and Vishesha Agnivat, once you wake up, after waking up, I know I did not know anything in the sleep. Vishesha Jnanam annachu. Yeah, angiye varala, adi Samanya Agnivat Chaitanyam, because no vritti Jnanam. No sense organs are functioning. Ange mathanam is not there. Waking up, the mathaname varade. What mathanam? Sense organ, seeing, sound, hearing, seeing, thinking, all are happening. It's like mathanam, friction. Like the waking lo the stress irukkum. Sleep lo no stress, no anxiety. Nama stress, anxiety is the mathanam, waking state. Mathanam anna churning like. In sleep there is no churning. That is why Swarupa Jnanam is like Samanya Agnivat. Samanya Agni irkumbodhu darkness irukka illaya? When there is Samanya Agni in the forest, darkness is there until fire comes. Once fire comes, darkness has gone. Similarly, in deep sleep, the Swarupa Atma Chaitanyam is like Samanya Agnivat. Darkness like ignorance irukuma irukada? Irukum. Darkness like ignorance is there. Why? Our Swarupa Chaitanyam is like what? Tell me loudly. Samanya Agnivat, general fire. Here also, forest also there is no mathanam. In sleep also there is no mathanam. That is why Ajnanam is there in deep sleep. Here also darkness is there in the forest. Once this friction, mathanam happened, light has come, deepavat, virodhi bhavati. Andhakarasya virodhi bhavati vishesha agni. Tadvat, once you wake up, jagrata avastha friction. You recollect that. Yesterday I saw. That's why virodhi bhavati. After waking up, I did not know anything. Now I know. I recollect. What an analysis. Beautiful analysis. You have to sit and contemplate on this. So you'll get the clarity about the self more and more. Now look into the words. Swarupa Chaitanyam na ajnana virodhi kintu upadhi abhivyakta visheshatmakam. Upadhi abhivyakta. Upadhi means here thought. In sleep there are no thoughts. Once you wake up, mind started thinking, thoughts are coming. Abhivyakta, one's thoughts, Upadhi abhivyakta means one's thoughts arise in the mind. Upadhi is the mind. This is called light number 2. Upadhi abhivyakta visheshatmakam. Visheshatmakam means vritti jnanam. Vritti jnanam. Upadhi abhivyakta visheshatmakam means vritti jnanam. Vritti comes, thought comes where? In the mind. In the mind, thought comes in sleep or waking? Waking. That's visheshatmakam jnanam. Chaitanyam ajnana virodhi iti. That vishesha chaitanyam is ajnana virodhi. What happens once you wake up? I know that I did not know. I know this, I don't know this. Vishesha jnana. This is called Vishesha jnana. This is called light number 2. Chaitanyam. Chaitanyam ajnana virodhi. This consciousness is ajnana virodhi means what? It removes ajnana. Once you wake up, I am ignorant of the world. When you go to sleep, you are ignorant of everything. Because no thought. Once you wake up, mathanam. Thought, mind, sense organs, intellect, all quarrel, fighting, all emotions, everything comes. Ajnana virodhi. Vishesha jnanam anartham. Adi samanya jnanam, samanya chaitanyam, idi vishesha chaitanyam. Why vishesha chaitanyam? Upadhi. Mind is there, vritti is there, upadhi gata chaitanyam. Ange friction, forest law. Inge thought mathanam, yochana, chintana, thinking. The vishesha chaitanyam. Vishesha chaitanyam. He explains further. Next class we'll see. So he clarifies further. Beautiful portion. Go and revise whatever I have taken today. Revise and come so that you will enjoy. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.